guys, this is a tutorial on how I achieved this super gorgeous face makeup, not the eye makeup, that's in a separate video which is also up on my channel right now. I used all drugstore products, so it's easy for you guys to recreate. It's perfect for prom if you don't have your own makeup artist, or weddings. For prom you don't always have to have your makeup heavy, like you can go with something like really simple and pretty. You can obviously change this up to suit your needs, and I'll talk about that as I go through the video, because I know some people love really full coverage makeup and others like a sheer coverage so you can see your natural skin peeking through it. To me this is quite sheer. It's not exactly very heavy makeup. It's quite natural in my opinion. I know it looks quite full coverage, but it's actually not. I just managed to make my face look quite flawless with a little amount of product, as you will see in the video. In this video I don't use that many products, so it's not extremely expensive, and I also use the same products on my eyes as I do my face. So the best part is, if you don't have a makeup artist, you can buy some makeup and you get to keep it afterwards. So if you do have a makeup artist, then they do your makeup and you wear it for one night and you get to keep the pictures, and that's about it. But if you do your own makeup, you get to buy new makeup, which is really fun, and you get to keep the makeup after, which is a win-win situation. Without further ado, let's get into it.
So I'm starting out with this pore minimizing primer. It's actually mattifying, so it stops you from getting oily. I'm putting this around my nose and in my T-zone area. It's also going to help my makeup last all night. And then I'm using a stick concealer because it's full coverage, and I'm putting that over my problem areas, like where I have spots, to cover those up so they don't peek through my foundation. And I'm just applying that with my finger, and then I'm taking this BB cream. This is where you can use a foundation if you want. I just like this on my skin because it's light coverage and it's not too heavy and it's very lightweight on my face. You can change this up for a very full coverage foundation if you want. So I'm dotting that on my face and then spreading it out with my finger to start with, and then I'm taking this damp makeup sponge. It's just a regular one. You can find them in Superdrug or anyone. They come in like packets of 4, and I just wet it and then squeeze out the excess water because that just helps the sponge to blend out your makeup much more evenly and faster. And then I'm applying a bit more foundation on any areas where I have a little bit of redness to cover those up a bit more. And then I'm taking a liquid concealer. This one is just from Superdrug, and it's a few shades, like 1 or 2 shades lighter than my foundation. So it's quite brightening, and I put it in a triangle shape under my eye, and I blend it out using my damp sponge the same way. This just adds more coverage, covers your dark circles, and brightens up the area. And I'm placing that on my chin, down my nose, and on my forehead the exact same way because these are the high points of your face which you want to highlight and bring forward. And I'm again blending it out with my sponge. This is all the same sponge, by the way. And then I'm taking this translucent matte powder to set these areas. If you don't set under your eyes, then they will crease, and I am using the same sponge again. You just want to rub it in the powder and then press it onto the areas. And I'm also putting it on my eyelids, so when I do my eye makeup it doesn't crease. And I'm also putting it on any areas where I get oily, because this will soak up the oil throughout the night. I know, gross, right? But it's true. And so yeah, I'm just putting it on my T-zone and everywhere above the concealer. And then I'm taking this powder, which is like 1 or 2 shades darker than my skin. Here you can see. And I'm using that as a bronzer. You can use a regular bronzer, which you can get at like Superdrug or anything. And I'm putting that around the sides of my forehead and under my cheekbones. Under your cheekbones, you definitely want to blend it up. You don't want to blend it below your cheekbones. You want to keep it above to make your cheekbones look higher. And I'm also going around my jawline. Also, you can take your foundation down your neck if it doesn't match. And then I'm taking this Honolulu bronzer, which is a bit darker than the other one. Here you can see how much darker it is. And I'm using this to contour, so I'm putting it right under my cheekbones in a similar place to where I put the bronzer, and I'm blending it upwards. I know it looks like a harsh line, but when you put blush on right here, this is Essence Babydoll number 20, it definitely helps blend out the contour and makes it look more natural. So I'm taking that on the apples of my cheek and blending it up back to my temple kind of area. This really helps brighten the face. And then I'm taking this highlighter, and it is an eyeshadow from Natural Collection in the shade White Opal, but it's perfect for a highlight. And I'm putting that on the tops of my cheekbones, down the center of my nose, a bit on my cupid's bow, which I use my finger for here. And I'm also taking that on the temples of my head, not so much on the center, like more here and here. And I'm also taking that on my brows. I'll put that on the high points of your face. And then I am setting my makeup with Makeup Academy's setting spray. This will just set down any powder so you don't look cakey or powdery.
So this is a finished look. Remember to check out my eye makeup video to see how I did that. Remember, it's super easy to achieve because I use the same products on my eyes as I did my face. And remember, you can change this makeup up to make it more full coverage or more natural, however you want. If you have any questions, then please feel free to ask them in the comments below. I hope you all have fun at your special occasion, or whether you just want to wear this makeup every day, because I know some people like to be a bit more glamorous for every day. Thank you for watching. Please thumbs up this video if you liked it and it was helpful, and please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.